All right, how you doing? We got Baby Savage, Gotta Grind in the building right now.
That's
Um,
right.
okay, I guess your manager or something's trying to come on. So, how you been? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Just working as always. Been
Right,
on the phone making calls, trying to make some more plays happen, get some money.
right. And I'm sorry about my camera. I'm trying to reconnect it because my phone is my camera.
No
Um,
problem.
yeah. So, you're kind of like, I mean, you had some legendary artists
Yeah,
on your album that I was able to find. That
right.
that was how many years ago?
My album dropped, I believe that was 2012.
Okay, it was
Yeah,
self-titled, right?
self-titled. Yeah, that was like
Mm.
14 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it probably, if you're like me, age-wise, it probably feels like it wasn't that long ago, but,
Yeah,
um, I mean, you had a Lil Flip, um,
yeah.
a bunch of other people. I don't have it in front of me right now because 'cause I'm trying to fix my camera, but what, um, what did that do for you as far as, like, not just the features part of it, but it was a pretty, like, people were buying it out of trunks probably, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I had it in stores too. I had it in Best Buy. I had
Okay,
it in Sam Goody. I had it in FYE. Those were the days when you could still buy hard copies from the actual record stores.
right, I remember those days, yep. Here I am, I think.
There you go.
Okay, there I
A
am.
lot of mom and pop stores too. Like, those was the days where you had a lot of mom and pop record stores
Mm.
still open, still alive and thriving.
Yeah, not so much anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about they're extinct.
Yeah, right. Um, so were you in Baton Rouge at the time, or did you move to Shreveport later? Or
Yeah, I was in Shreveport at the time.
okay, okay. But you're originally from Baton Rouge, right?
Originally from Baton Rouge, yes.
Yeah, you had to get out of Dodge, from what I understand, what I read, right? So
Yeah,
enough said, enough said. Um,
yeah.
so you've been calling Shreveport your home for a while. Like, what would you say is like the Shreveport sound is different? And I know a lot of people that in South Louisiana is a big point of contention, like to talk about how North Louisiana is like South Arkansas and it doesn't count, blah 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 blah. But since I live in North Louisiana, I disagree. But whatever. To the rest of the
Right.
country, they don't care. So, but what would you say like makes the Shreveport sound?
You know what? I'm not from Shreveport.
Right.
I can't really comment on that too much, but Shreveport definitely has a different sound
Mm,
from Baton Rouge. If
yeah.
if you're in Louisiana, then you can distinguish the two. A lot of people outside of Louisiana sometimes they can't distinguish the two because of the accents, but Shreveport has its own sound. You know, I got my own unique sound too. I never really catered to just like a Louisiana sound because I wanted to make universal music. So
Right.
when I put together my album, I tried my best to do something that wasn't just Louisiana defined.
Mhm. And one thing you're also known for, especially recently in Shreveport, is the building that you're building, right?
Right, right.
I saw a lot of that when I just, like, Googled your name. What's going on with that? Are you still actively building it, or are you in, like, some sort of legal thing that you can't
No,
talk
no,
about?
I had some legal issues with it. I took the city to court. I
Uh-huh.
won. I
Okay,
got my
cool.
permit. Not only am I building that building now, I'm building four other buildings over there in the same area. I bought 3 blocks downtown. So I bought 3 entire blocks in the downtown district of Shreveport. And I'm making it out of my compound for my headquarters for my record label. If you're in New York, you can walk into Def Jam, you can walk into Atlantic Records, you can
Mhm.
walk into Universal. When you're in the South, you can't walk into nothing but Walmart. So uh, I'm building these headquarters so these Louisiana artists can have somewhere to go. And I mean, I'm just in the beginning stages. When you think about Universal, you're talking about a company that's been around for over 100 years.
Mm,
So with my company, we only been around for less than a decade. So
mhm,
we still got a long way to go. And I mean, I've started off, real fast with a 7-story building. It's 8,000 square feet.
Wow.
It's gonna be a studio. Um, I'm gonna have a film room inside of it. It's a call center. So the
Uh-huh.
bottom of it gonna be a call center for booking artists, booking shows, booking features, and a whole bunch of other different things of that nature. And I'm trying to take it to the next level. And within the next 13 years, I plan on owning 200 locations around the nation. That's all up under my umbrella, the GOG umbrella, and it's all going to be associated with the music business. And we're going to be the Universal, Live Nation, and iHeartMedia all combined into one, and just take it to the next level of independence because I've been an independent artist so long, making money, making moves, business moves. Right
Mhm.
now, I just feel it's time for me to step it up and take it to the level where I feel like has never before been done by independent artists.
And also, it seems like helping out your community or giving back in some regard, right?
At the same time,
Yeah.
teaching them, educating them, showing them how to get business credit, showing them can be done, teaching them business strategies, systems, and processes, and a whole bunch of other different things from stock to crypto to real estate.
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Um, what about do you? I mean, so for the last 15 years, like we talked about,
Uh-huh.
there isn't like a lot that's been released as far as like distribution wise that I could find. So
hmm
your focus has pretty much primarily been what, like real estate or just generally grinding, just
Well,
touring.
touring really, that's been my focus. I've been touring. I've done over 2,500 shows.
Wow.
I've done over 1,000 shows myself in the past 20 years. I've done over another 1,500 shows with a lot of national artists from Bone Crusher to Little Flip to
Mhm.
Lil Kiki to Young LA to Young Bleed. I can name almost 30 national artists with hit songs. But a lot of my music um, is on YouTube, a few of it on Spotify, but back
Mhm.
when I was putting out music, it was on CD, so I still haven't really because I got 2 albums out
Uh-huh.
and I got like 6 mixtapes out,
Okay.
but I haven't converted them to like the digital space.
Right.
Like once I got to a certain level, I was making so much money, I almost didn't even care about like when CDs went down and the digital rise came in.
Mhm.
I wasn't the type of person like, oh, let me go upload all my music to Spotify and all of this stuff. Like I was making so much money, like the digital part I never even looked at.
So your music is you're distributing it yourself is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like
still so I got a few things on Spotify.
uh,
Probably maybe a catalog of maybe 7 or 8 songs on Spotify. But I
mm,
mean, you can go to YouTube and get like 2 of my mixtapes and my full album on YouTube.
right.
But other than that, now I really didn't put out too much music digitally or
Mm,
whatnot. I need to go ahead and revamp that and create an office in my building just to revamp all digital music for older people in the music business, all the independent artists who maybe put out albums before and still haven't caught up to the times.
right. So as far as I know, and I could be wrong, I think when you distribute music to Spotify or Apple Music, whatever nowadays, you have to have like a distributor, which I suppose you could be your own distribution company, but there's all kinds of weird legalities that go along with that.
Right,
Whereas, like you were saying, you could print your own CDs, and you're
right,
done.
right,
So I don't know. It's interesting. And then at the same time, if you have a distributor and then you make a music video and upload it to YouTube, then you get copyright flags because
right,
even
right,
though
right.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
But I do think a lot of younger artists that I'm talking to are kind of reverting back to that. I've seen a lot that are pressing records. Even J. Cole was selling his last album.
CD out the trunk. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool to see. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
nothing
love
else
that. I love that because it brought that old nostalgia back of when I used to pop trunk anywhere I was at. Hand to hand combat is what I called it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? When I was selling my CDs.
Yeah. Well, sales, I mean, if I mean, obviously you do sales for your own company, but
Yeah.
they tell you in sales that you need to get in front of someone's face. That's the best way
Yeah,
to do it. You can't really do it over the phone or whatever, so kinda the same thing.
definitely.
Um, yeah, so you mentioned you work with a Young Bleed and,
Yeah.
you know, RIP Young Bleed. I had the honor of interviewing him just, I think it was August maybe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, October, yeah, of last year, and
Okay.
his son, Taiji Rahman, that was on here just a
Right.
couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
yeah.
Taji.
Again, that's someone I listened to so much, growing up, you know, my teen years, and then, you know, everyone else kind of affiliated in that, you know, Master P, No Limit, Cash Money, just
Right.
on from there. Who are some of your biggest influences growing up as far as music?
Master P,
Mm, makes sense.
Birdman,
Yeah.
um, Rick Ross. Those my main three, I would say, because of their business acumen and the
Yeah.
things that they've done to change the music business, financially speaking.
Mhm.
But I'm the type of artist that's more business than artist wise.
I see
Like,
that.
yeah, my talent is my hustle and my grind, and I've been recognized that.
Mm. Yeah.
What city you in?
Monroe?
Monroe, Louisiana. I've probably done in the last past 20 years, I know probably close to 50, 60 shows in Monroe, all over. My
Yeah,
first show actually that I ever got paid for was in Monroe, Louisiana at
really.
the Civic Center.
Wow.
Uh, a guy paid me $500. That was my first show I ever got paid for. It was me and ESG.
Wow.
Uh, a long time ago, a guy named Solomon Baptiste. I'll never forget him because
God,
he
that
was the
name sounds
first guy who
familiar.
ever put some money in my hand
Yeah.
for my actual talent. And after that, it just spiraled out to a lot of people booking me. But
Mm.
I've done shows in Delhi. I've done shows in Rayville. I've
Mhm.
done shows in Bastrop, Tallulah, Ruston,
Yeah.
Monroe, Grambling. So
Yeah.
I've been all over Louisiana. I mean, I could even bring it back down to Spring Hill, Minden, Cotton Valley, and all those little small towns
Right.
around. That was Plain Dillon, Louisiana.
Plain deal.
Um, it's another little Winsboro,
Yeah.
Louisiana. Yeah, so I've been to all of those places in my earlier career. I used to do a lot of shows just in Louisiana alone.
Yeah. It makes sense, you know, and Monroe's I can only speak on Monroe, but I imagine the other surrounding cities like Bastrop. I know Bastrop's similar. It's like you don't hear about shows like they're not. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of it's just word of mouth,
Right.
and if you're not tied in, you don't necessarily find out about it. Like Boozy was just here at ULM,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't find out about it till the day of, which is crazy. I think they mostly advertise it to, like, the students there, but at the same time, it's like, I do this, so I really would like to know about it, you know? It's like
Right, right,
and then he goes
right,
and typically does, like, a, you know, after party at somebody's house in Bastrop, like, how crazy is that, you know?
right,
But
right.
you don't know, you don't know. I think people like to keep it that way, and that's
Yeah.
fine. We keep a little bit, but at the same time, the gatekeeping, I think, is what keeps people from, like, growing here, and, you know, that's
Well,
how I
another thing too, when you in those little small towns, everybody already they usually have one spot to go to. So
yeah,
everybody already know where to go to. They don't even have to advertise on the radio and
right.
stuff like that because in a small town, once the like a guy like Boosie coming to a small town, the whole town gonna know about it. Cause
Well,
there's nothing to do
I
down
know
there but that.
I know I'm not the only one. There were lots
Yeah,
of people talking about they didn't know about it. So,
yeah,
I mean, I don't
yeah,
consider myself, like, super tapped in, but I'm a little
yeah.
tapped in, you know, so
Right.
it's weird, and, you know, when you said Rabel, I know exactly what spot you're talking about because 'cause it's been the
Yeah,
same spot there for years and years and years, but
yeah.
anyway,
Even in
yeah,
Monroe, I could take you back to the early days. Man, I probably had 5 or 6 shows in Monroe with Kevin Gates. This was way before Kevin Gates became the big star who he is now. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like it was me and him. We was going to little small clubs like Members Nightlife, which is
uh-huh,
I think it's on Highway 59 or something like that. I forgot
Yeah.
what highway is on, but you know, it was some times back in those times.
Yeah, a time was had, right?
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say? And they were gonna have, who was it? Bossman, not Boss Mandilo. Maybe it was Boss Mandilo, was gonna come to ULM also like a year ago, and he
Uh-huh.
canceled, and we knew about that, but it's interesting to me because I know there's a lot of talent here, and I would
Right.
love to, like, get people on interview, go to their shows, da da da, but it's the gatekeeping is what gets me, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Able to figure it maybe a place like what you're putting together will help people, get out there more, you know what I
Well,
mean?
it's time because if you think about it, every artist from Louisiana who's made it, no one has brought back a major label or started a major label in Louisiana, and everyone has left.
Mm,
So no major artist is here anymore in Louisiana, and
yeah,
none of
that's
them created a foundation where these younger artists could walk through the door and get their talent spread in the music industry and touch and reach the people by the masses. So
mhm,
that's what my company plans on doing. We plan on being the Universal of the South. We plan on being the Warner Brothers of the South. Salute to Master P, No
mhm,
Limit Records. Salute to Birdman, Cash Money Records. Them my big homies.
mm,
And I've been on several tours with Master P where I've been able to be backstage with him. He's actually came to my building and we did a small little interview in front of my building. And um, I just want to be the one to take what they brought and take it to the next level. The path that they made for us, I want to take it to the next level. And I think that I'd be doing a disservice to anybody who I looked up to do the same exact thing.
mm,
So I want to build a major label. And my company, I always tell people this about my record label. When you go to any city, you can see Walmart. When
mm,
you go to a major city, you can see Walgreens or CVS or the dollar store. I
yeah,
want my company to be the same way. I don't want to have a record label name and then it's just like fictitious in existence with no company or no building or
yeah,
no real LLC structure, corporation structure. No, when
yeah,
you come to Shreveport, you could pass by my 7-story building on the interstate and you could see a mass corporation that I'm building. And
mm,
soon it's gonna be like that in over 50 states. And I'm gonna have 4 buildings in each state. And when you pass by, you're gonna be able to see the name GOG on that building and
right,
know this is a company's company.
right. I wanted to pull up a picture because it has your face on the side of it, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I guess that's part of your branding or whatever. Let me share
Definitely.
the screen. Um,
38 million people pass by that building a year, according to the Department of Transportation in Shreveport. 38 million people
wow.
pass by it a year. There's over 300,000 people a day that pass by it a year. And all of my buildings are going to look like that. So I'm building 200 buildings like that in multiple cities in 50 states. Now, all of them aren't going to be that big, but just so far as the same siding and the same look, I'm branding it all, maybe different contextures or different shapes, but just that siding and everything, I want it to look the same way.
Did you draw any inspiration from the Horseshoe Casino at all with the bronze?
You know what I didn't? A lot of people call it baby horseshoe because of the color, but my actual it came from Steve Wynn. You know who Steve Wynn is?
That sounds familiar, but remind me.
So Steve Wynn owns 2 casinos in Las Vegas, and Steve Wynn is a multi-billionaire,
Uh huh.
and he owns Wynn Casinos in Las Vegas. And I watched a documentary on him, and I watched a 2-hour long interview on him and just a lot of the guys' business principles. And when I saw his building, I said, yeah, I want to do that. So I'm glad I got a chance to go to Las Vegas. I went by his building. Because
Mm,
when I got the inspiration, it was basically just me watching YouTube and seeing his building and seeing how nice it was. And then I went to Las Vegas, so I made it my business to go by his building, take some pictures in front of it, and just get that experience.
yeah.
And when I went by his casino, I went in, and it's a Bugatti on the showroom floor.
Oh, isn't that a lyric?
Yeah,
I feel like that's a lyric.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy. Huh. Huh. Well, I mean,
yeah,
obviously
I'm doing one right now. I'll be inside in a little while. Okay, go inside and I'll be in there about give me about 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm doing the interview. All right.
alright, we got 10 minutes apparently.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hold on, I got something for you. Come here. Come here. So this my son, GOG Jr.
What's up? How are you?
Well, show him what you got. Show him what you got. Tell him what you got right there.
What you got? Let me make it bigger. What you got?
So those are his flashcards. And these right here teach kids generational wealth. So if you got some kids and they from 3 to maybe 10 years old, they
Uh-huh.
teach you about business credit, assets, stocks, and a whole bunch of other different things. Going to the bank,
There
and
we
it's
go.
an actual a song that go along with it, huh? Tell them to go buy your GOG card. Tell them to go, huh? Go buy your GOG card.
There you
That's
go.
right. All right. Go in the house, and I'll be in a little while. Give,
Nice.
okay, I'll be in a little while. Go in the house, okay?
I just started working. I worked at one before. I just started working at an early learning center. I don't know how many kids you have, but
Yeah,
whew, that is the most exhausting job ever.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah.
it's good
Well,
to
that's
teach
my only
people.
young one. My other, I
Okay.
got one that's 22 and one that's 18.
Yeah, my only one is 18, so yeah, I get it. I
But I
thought
want 4 more. I want 4 more children, so
oh, wow.
I still got a long way to go.
I suppose. You wanna do that all over again?
I,
Alright.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
It is fun, and it's so cool,
Yeah,
like, teaching him stuff just like you're doing with him. That's
yeah.
cool to watch.
And especially when you got the money to take care of them, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah, for sure, that makes a big difference. I
yeah,
I wouldn't know what that's like.
yeah.
Um, so, yeah, and, what about, they just had that tragedy in Shreveport, with
Oh
the
yeah.
yeah, it was terrible.
That's
Did that
actually one street down. It's
oh,
one street down from where I bought my first house in Shreveport. I stayed in that house for 10 years in Cedar Grove. It was on 76th Street. It's one street down from where I lived at. So
man,
I knew that area extremely well. I knew those houses. They had just built those houses a few years back through
mhm,
like some type of government city programming where they, redeveloped the neighborhood.
mhm,
So I hate that happen, man. It really hurt my heart, to see that happen. And my heart goes out to the family
for sure.
or whatnot, because I love kids. So like I thought about that for days. I can't explain how upset I was about that. You know
Right.
what I mean? But
Yeah, you got
yeah,
yeah, prayers up for the families, and, um,
definitely.
people talk about Shreveport being a quote unquote "dangerous city." I mean, pretty much everywhere in Louisiana has issues with that, with violence and crime and stuff because of the poverty, I feel like, you know
Definitely.
yeah, the racism and the poverty. Do you see, like, something like this that could help people like, you got a call center that could employ however many people, help artists, figure out the business, da, da, da. Um, I know there's more and more people doing stuff like that. I've seen it since I've lived here. What about 50
Mm.
Cent? What about what he's doing in Shreveport? Do you think that's
You-
helpful?
I love what 50 Cent is doing. You know, he's bringing a lot of hope to the city of Shreveport. Um, he's actually trying to do something that a lot of people who live here haven't done. But I get it; they don't have the resources, the
Right,
structure, and stuff to do it. But with him coming down, he's bringing huge companies down, and it's going to expand the film center and a whole bunch of other different entertainment businesses in the downtown district of
yeah,
Shreveport. And he's actually only like 2 blocks away from my building. So
Okay.
like the film center where he's gonna be at is like maybe 2, 3 blocks away from my building. Not
Have you had a
even
chance to
far.
meet with
So
him, or have you
uh
met him yet? Have you had a chance to meet him yet?
now I don't I don't really I got so much stuff going on my own
Mhm.
that I haven't made an attempt to go try to meet with him or anything like that. Like
For sure.
I think, and I think that the people who are going there, they looking for maybe a job or some type of position, right?
Right. Right.
I got my own position. I've made millions of dollars. Not to say that I would be interested in doing some type of form of business deal with him
For
or
sure.
working with him in some type of capacity like that. But just me going for a position, I don't need that because I mean I'm building Walmart. I'm building Walmart in the form of a music business.
Right, you're
So
straight.
yeah, when I study business, I don't study like mom and pop stores. I'm studying billion-dollar companies. And with what I got going on, I got my own infrastructure, my own structure. And I employ right now probably close to 200 people right now. You know what I mean? So I got office in Africa where in Africa, I probably got close to maybe 70 people working with me. So it's just a different type of thing what I got going on. But hopefully one day, me and 50 Cent paths will cross, and maybe we could work together, do some type of business together,
Mhm.
in some form of way
Yeah, I'm
or
sure.
fashion.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure. Alright, well, as far as, like, music goes, are you thinking you might be dropping anything anytime soon? Do you have any upcoming projects coming up, or
I'm working a project right now called Pole Gymnastics.
Uh-oh.
So right now it got about 15 million views total on TikTok. I made the song for the ladies in the strip club, but not the girls who just twerk. So I made this song for the girls who really know how to dance on the pole, and they
Uh,
look at it more of an art than
gotcha.
just like the stripping, twerking, shaking their ass type thing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, pole gymnastics is the song that I'm working right now. Now I got another song called Another Round, but TikTok didn't accept it. And
Oh,
that's the one I really wanted to work because that's the one everybody loves. But I had to go with pole gymnastics just because TikTok has its own platform, his
uh-huh,
own distribution platform, and when you sign up with them, they give you access to their TikTok influencer. So I was trying to get that buzz to hit the TikTok chart. So,
gotcha.
hopefully pole gymnastics get there.
And that's got what has it got, Nicki Minaj on it?
Which pole gymnastics?
Yeah.
Now, no, that's just AI and
Oh,
automation
I
and
got
stuff
you, okay.
like that to increase views. So when the songs are getting uploaded, they got different type of, like, say for instance, if Nicki Minaj is in the headlines, right?
Yeah.
It'll take the text from the headlines of a news source and then put it in and mix it in and add my song to it, and that helps it go viral more.
Right. So but okay, but the song that's actually on that video is the song, right?
Right. That's the song. Yeah,
So you use a lot of AI, like, do you incorporate a lot of that into your business
I
stuff?
use a lot of AI, but not AI to create songs.
Right.
I use AI in business,
Yeah,
from whether it's texting or creating a chat or formulating some type of
mhm,
wording for a video or something like that. I use AI for that.
okay. Let me just play a little bit of this video so we can get a sample of it.
Yeah.
This is all AI.
Them pole gymnastics, she in love with the money. She in love with the money.
So,
10, 20, 100.
what's your favorite strip club in Louisiana, if you have one?
Funny, I don't even go to the strip club.
Well, how are you making a
If
video called pole gymnastics?
they pay me, I'll go.
Mm,
I don't go to the clubs. I only go to clubs for business. So
make
like it's different. Like when people be like, "Hey man, how you don't go to clubs and you're a rapper?" Well, it's different because I'm not going to clubs for leisure time. If
right,
I'm in the club, I've either gotten paid $1,500 to $2,500, or I'm personally doing the show myself.
mm,
I haven't been to a club for leisure in maybe 20, 15 years, probably. You
Wow.
know, like every time I'm in a club, I've gotten paid. I don't go nowhere for free no more. That's out of the question. So
Yeah.
I made this song for the strip club to get it hot in the strip clubs because I don't normally perform in strip clubs. I perform in like regular, clubs.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will be the song that can break me through to get me through a different type venue and
Mhm.
create some different revenue in another form and fashion.
Alright, alright, makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
no shade to the strip clubs. I mean, that's where Sexy Red got her start, Cardi B,
Right.
and, I will say one of my favorite in Louisiana is Onyx, which is right here in Monroe. Shout out to them.
Oh, okay. I had a show at Onyx.
You did?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I
indeed.
think they moved locations maybe at least once since I've been here,
Yeah.
but
I
it's not
did a show at Onyx maybe 10, 12 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Mound? You ever heard of Mound?
Mound, I never heard of Mound.
Don't recommend
I
it.
remember Domino's. I did
Yeah, they're
shows
close.
at Domino's.
Yep.
I did a show at Club Kush. That was me and Kevin Gates at Club Kush.
What about
That
the
was a
boat?
huge show.
You ever been to the boat in Monroe?
Never been to the boat. No.
It's literally a building. The building is a boat.
Right. No, I never been to the club.
It used to be a strip club. It's tiny. It used to be BYOB, no stage, no pole, lawn chairs. BYOB. Me and my friend went when we were in our early 20s, and the girls were giving us money. Like, it was weird, but, you know, just a unique experience, in Monroe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you go because I know you got, family obligations and stuff, but,
Yeah.
can you do me one favor before we
Uh-huh.
get out of here? Can you just do a quick DJ drop? Just, "This is Baby Savage, Gotta Grind." You're listening to the Rap Yard Podcast?
Rap Your Podcast, okay?
Yep.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This Baby Savage, aka the guy to grind, and you're now listening and rocking with the Rap Yard Podcast. It's going down,
Boom. Appreciate that.
and I'm gonna let everybody know too before I go. If you want to do any business with me, hit me up 318-540-9376. That been my same line for over 20 years. I can't get rid of it. It's $1 million phone line. If you want to follow me on all socials at Baby Savage Gotta Grind, no matter what social it is, you can hit me up there. Let's work. Let's get some money. And I want to tell y'all this: I'm willing to work with everybody for free. But if you want me to work for you, you gotta pay me. Let's go, GOG.
There you go. And I did put your socials in the description of the video on everything, so that'll be right there. And
Boom.
we appreciate you coming on.